أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The poor ruler. One day the Khalif informed his ministers that he wished to tour the cities of the state. The Khalif wishes to know the conditions of the citizens in order to help the poor and the needy, he said. When the Khalif arrived in the first city, he wanted to know the names of the poor, and he found among these names that of the governor of the city. The Khalif was surprised and ordered him to be brought and asked him, "You have a large salary, and yet you are poor?" "I give away my salary to the poor of the city in order to prevent them from being hungry, and none remains for me." The Khalif was pleased with the governor's actions and doubled his monthly salary and gave charity to the poor. The King and the Miller. A king visited a wheat mill that belonged to an old miller. He saw the donkey that turned the grindstone to grind the wheat and noticed that the miller put a string of bells around the donkey's neck. The donkey was moving and the bells were ringing with a beautiful sound. The king asked the miller, "Why did you attach a string of bells around the donkey's neck?" "Sometimes when I feel tired, I close my eyes, and if the bell stops making noise, I know the donkey has stopped moving," the miller said. "And if the donkey stops and begins to toss his head back and forth, don't the bells sound?" asked the king. The miller answered him, smiling, "And where would the donkey get the mind of a king?" The intelligent boy and the Khalif. Once upon a time, the Khalif decided to visit the house of his friend Abu Salim. And when the Khalif arrived at the house, he met the child Salim, who was known for his intelligence and cleverness. The Khalif turned to him and asked, "Which is more beautiful, the house of the Khalif or your father's house?" "My father's house is more beautiful now because of your presence here," answered Salim. The Khalif was amazed at the child's presence of mind and his good answer, so he asked him again, "Look at this armband that is on my hand. Have you seen anything more beautiful?" "Yes," answered Salim. "The hand that is wearing it is more beautiful than it is." The Khalif was amazed by the intelligence of Salim and his beautiful answers, so he took off his armband and gave it to him as a gift.